Hello, my zesty Libras. It is I, Lee, and thank you so much for stopping by Zesty Tarot. It has been a hot minute since I have done zodiacs. I'm glad to be back. I hope that you are all doing well. If this is your first time watching me, welcome. My name is Alethea, but you can call me Lee. I am an intuitive reader and a stroke survivor. I mention that because I will stammer over my words. That's just my mind trying to heal itself. So please be patient with me as I'm trying my best to be patient with myself, especially during these retrograde periods, right? All right, so this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury of Libra. Oops, well, those came out. We're not going to take those though. We're not going to take those. So let's going to see what you need to know right now. Sorry, I'm quiet. I just got into the zone. I don't even know what's going on. That's crazy. So, is that how you're feeling right now? Like you're just kind of in the zone. You're just kind of don't even know where you are mentally, just floating. Is that what y'all doing right now? Because that's exactly what I just did. All right. Glad to be back wherever I went. Anyways, I hope that you are all doing well. Wherever you are in the world, but most importantly, I want you to understand and know that you are loved. So let's go ahead and shuffle these cards a few more times. Out the way. I got way too many tarot cards. If you're new here and you're wondering what I'm doing, this is my way of, you know how you see pick a cards? I do pick a pile. That's how I choose which one I believe will provide the most accurate read for you. All right, so we have nurture yourself first. All right, so you know how these are for those that are familiar with flying on an airplane. They will show you how to properly use an oxygen bag for yourself should anything happen, right? They do this for you, or they teach you this so that you will be the first one to handle, take care of yourself first before you try to help someone that is panicking, trying to get you to help them. You see what I'm saying? And so with this situation, I think that this is saying that in your current situation, whatever is going on, whether you're dealing with something financially, emotionally, spiritually, socially, physically, it is time for you to nurture yourself first. Especially all the mommies and daddies out there. Single parents. I mean, all parents, but I like to focus more on the single parents that literally are by themselves with children or a child, and we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. or even a single individual, you know, like whatever is going on in your mind, we have no idea. Maybe you're someone that loves to give a lot of yourself to the point of depletion, exhaustion, and you never have enough for yourself, right? So it's time for you to start nurturing yourself. Those that take advantage of your nurturing nature will always be at your door, because why try to do the work themselves when they know that you're going to give it to them for free? But they don't realize that it's free. I mean, hold on. They don't realize that there's a cost of your energy and your essence. To them, it is free because they didn't have to work for it, is what I'm trying to say. Embrace your power. Yeah, someone needs to stand up for themselves and remember who you are. Okay? Grieve your losses. Now, I'm not one to try to tell anyone who has lost someone, like physically lost someone, that you don't have the right to mourn, because who am I? I'm not in your shoes. I don't know what that is like, especially if it was someone that was dear to you. How dare I even assume anything like that? And how dare anybody to try to tell you, oh, well, you've been sitting around. No, absolutely not. However, if you are mourning the end of a relationship and you're still holding on to the pain of what could have been, it's time to let that go. Holding on is only going to allow more pain and suffering for you. And if this is pertaining to love, then letting go is the best thing that you can do. They always say, if you love something, I always say, if you love something, set it free. And if it comes back, it's meant to be. But if it's not, then there you have it. But while you grieve this, I hope you are taking in exactly everything that has transpired. Focus on exactly how everything laid itself out. If you have to watch it a couple more times, do so. But I want you to make sure that you're taking notes. And if you played a role in this, I want you to take accountability for that as well. Okay? You can't force anybody to be there in your life if they don't want to be. You can't make anybody see your worth if they don't want to. Or not even if they don't want to. Maybe they're just not energetically mature enough to realize just how powerful and special you are. Welcome to those who are empaths that can read energy like no other. We get crapped on all the time, right? And we're the ones that is always absorbing all of that energy. I also, speaking of that, I also want to say, stop saving people from learning their lessons. Okay? Bottom of the deck, bust out of your cocoon. So with grieve your losses, maybe you're grieving the loss of who you once were. You wish that you could go back to the days when certain things were this way. Or maybe you're, I don't know. I don't know what this could signify. But I do know that with bust out of your cocoon, this is basically saying to break out of that fear-based energy. This is referring to you as a butterfly. So there is fear there and a little bit of pain. But I feel like you've been in that cocoon for way too long and it's time for you to bust out. The only way that your wings are going to gain strength is if you attempt to flap them and fly. You are no longer the person that you used to be. And I think that some of you are transmuting that as a form of negativity. Because people don't accept you for the new version of you. So you're trying so hard to hide this newer version of you because you're trying to appease other people. Why? If they don't like you for who you are, then hey, that's a them problem, right? That has absolutely nothing to do with you. You changed. Is it that I changed or am I growing? Maybe I'm outgrowing you or the connection. And either way it goes, it's not a bad thing. Why would anyone want to stay the same? Don't you want to grow? Just like a child, can you imagine being a full-grown adult trying to wear a newborn onesie? That's physically impossible. You know, so yeah, it's time for you to bust out that cocoon. So let's go ahead and see what your final messages are. And hopefully they will coincide with these as well. You are far more powerful than what you're trying to make your. It's almost as though you are trying to dumb down your power. Because, or in other words, you're dimming your light because you want to be accepted. I feel like you're going through a battle of acceptance right now. And again, you cannot make anybody love you. You cannot make anybody care. You cannot make anybody do what they don't want to do. As painful as that is, it's the truth. But you wouldn't like it if somebody was to do the same thing to you. And I get it. You want this love. You want this certain type of love that you give to others. And believe you me, there's somebody out there that feels the same way about you too. They may not know who you are, but they're longing for the same thing. And if it's meant, once you let this go, you know, the grieving and your losses, once you let this go, there will be a time where you will be able to meet this person. Very strong right here. Or peoples. Or maybe you just need a change in advice, or spit it out. Spit it out. Scenery. You know, maybe you need a change in scenery. Whatever the case may be, grieve your losses first. And I'm not saying to sit there and continue to feel sadness. Take the moment to feel everything that you need to feel, but also embrace the truth that it's time to let this go. This was appreciated at the time that it was in your life, but now it is time to set it free, regardless of what it is, okay? So, first card we have, I am a spirit having a human experience, and I am here to get closer to love. You are someone that loves the idea of love. You want love so bad. And I'm not saying that like you're just this desperate human being. No. Your type of love, you have agape love. That's what you have. And I recognize that because I too have agape love, and I get exactly where you're coming from. And I feel that oftentimes individuals such as myself and others that are watching this reading that can relate to this, they tend to scare people off eventually because their love is way too strong. Sorry, I just want to burn this incense. I just love the smell of it. Our love is way too strong for some individuals to handle. And it's not because of the fact that they don't deserve it. It's because they've never experienced that. They don't know how to handle it. So if you've ever thought that maybe it was you, heck no, it's not you. It's not you. We need more people in the world like us to show somebody what they are capable of through example, or just motivating them to be their best selves, because that's what you would like in return. And I feel that you, because you have not experienced this, and it is hard to receive that type of love in return, you tend to shy away from people. You keep to yourself because you feel like they're a disappointment, or you're going to get disappointed. I get it, totally get it. Just a second, because I hear my kitten and I want to make sure that he does not have to go potty. I'll be right back. I'm back. I got freaked out because I thought that he went under the dryer, and no, his little butt got under the door and went into the bathroom to go hang out, I guess. Anyways, so as I was saying, like, I totally understand your desire for that type of love, but please don't internalize it because you haven't met the person that is going to understand you for that reason. But as of right now, I am a human spirit having a human experience, and I am here to get closer to love. So I feel like the human experience within itself may be the form of rejection and people not understanding you, like totally misunderstanding you, but don't allow that to detour you, okay? Like, I know that people be peopling, but don't hide yourself, okay? The next card, when I lean toward love, I am led. Okay, embrace your power. I feel that some of you might be, okay, how can I put this? First off, the universe to me is love. You are love. You are the embodiment of love, okay? Whatever has transpired in your life, please take that and understand that that was unfortunately a human experience. And it is because of that human experience that you are going to gain the strength to attract this love that you are looking for, because you don't want to deal with that type of energy anymore. I wish I had that note from Pastor T.D. Jakes, because it was brilliant. But basically, he was just saying that, you know, it is our traumas that fuel our manifestations, because we don't want to deal with it anymore. Like I just said, we don't want to deal with it anymore. So we're going to do everything that we can to not experience that. So if we were in low vibration, then we're going to get out of that low vibration, and we're going to start mingling with people that match our energy to where we won't have to worry about that, right? And you are no different. Like, excuse me, goodness, I got air in my throat. Previous reading, air was trapped. I couldn't speak like I wanted to. I kept coughing or clearing my throat. And so I feel with that situation, since I felt a lot of air in my throat, I feel that maybe you are wanting to express your truth. You're wanting to just tell the world how you feel, but you know that the world is not accepting of whatever this is. And then it says, when I accept love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. Okay. When you accept that the circumstances that has happened to you cannot be changed. Can you please close the door? Okay. Thank you. Sorry. When you accept that this loss of yours has happened, look at it as, you know, an experience. Don't internalize it like, oh, you're just not meant to have such and such, or what. No, that's not the case. We have to go through pain, unfortunately, to develop into the diamonds that we are. And pressure and fire is needed. So you need pressure and fire of the world and their behaviors to shape you. Even though you're already this diamond, you just have to see it that way. This pain is going to shape you into that person. So, like I said, the universe, to me, is love. And that's why you're guided the way that you are. And the universe is huge, right? Like, you can tell the universe to fuck off if you want to. It's big enough to handle it. It knows that you are going through some things. And it is patient. It's patient. Okay? It's going to listen to everything that you have to say. But it's going to tell you through other people, or through the breeze, or through animals, or children, whatever the case may be, it's going to remind you of what it thinks of you. It's not going to allow you to be cold, bitter, jaded. It's not going to allow you to be any of those things. It wants you to come out of your darkness. It's time for you to come out of hermit mode and allow yourself to be discovered, okay? And then bust out a cocoon, because that makes sense. So it says, my happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. Okay? Bust out of your cocoon. That's why you're stuck. That's why we're in hermit mode right now, because we are afraid that the universe is going to drop the ball like everyone else. Well, here's the difference between the universe and people, okay? People, okay, everyone that is in this body, this flesh, you know, we, unfortunately, it is in our nature to make mistakes, whether we know right from wrong or not. You have some that intentionally don't. It's not even a mistake. It's a deliberate assault of some sort. But that has absolutely nothing to do with the universe. We tend to blame the universe, asking the universe, well, why would you let that happen? You know how I feel about this and this and this. And all the universe wanted you to understand was, well, I know that you don't like this, but I needed you to understand that the importance of not allowing this type of energy back into your life. And ultimately, it's your choice. I can talk to you until you're red in the face, but if you want to continue to appease your needs because you feel like you need to have this situation or this person of low vibration in your life, then can you really get mad? You know what I mean? So this right here, this section, it's time for you to bust out. But you're scared because you're afraid that the moment that you do, that your wings are not going to be dry, your wings are not going to be strong enough, and that the universe is going to let you fall. Sweetheart, the universe would not put you in that cocoon if it knew that you were not going to handle the transformation. Okay? You were meant to fly. So I want you to start thinking about these things, and I want you to ask yourself, why do I feel that I'm not deserving? And then I want you to allow yourself to listen to yourself. And then I want you to go back and I want you to, if you need to record it. But correct yourself and tell yourself why you deserve love and affection, whether it's romantic, platonic, familial, whatever the case may be, societal. But most importantly, embrace your power and learn to embrace who you are first. Because you don't understand how powerful you are. Some people might even know how powerful you are, and that's why they try to lower your vibration, because they don't want to see you out here changing the world, or they don't want to see you breaking down social barriers of any sort, going after whatever it is that you seek. Okay, so it's time to spread your wings and fly. The universe is not going to allow you to fall. Okay? So if this if this reading resonates, you can drop a like, you can drop a comment, you could hit subscribe, you could tell your friends about me, but what I really want you to do is this. When life gives you lemons, always keep it zesty. Take care, my dear Libras. Bye.